You guys, I went for an interview and I forgot the answers I had prepared. Like literally forgot what I wanted to say. I know some of you can relate to this. You're at an interview and you want to start talking, but the light bulb goes off. You don't even remember how you wanted to start your statement. I have cracked the code. Hi, my name is Kendra. I've won fully funded master's and PhD scholarship. I'm currently working in my dream job and I've created a high paying side hustle for myself, all through writing and storytelling. And I'm here to teach you everything. If you forget the answer you wanted to say at an interview or at a meeting with a client, the first thing you should do is to ask for water. I always go for interviews with a bottle of water. Get that? This is a trick. By the time you're gulping that water, your brain is resetting and you're remembering what you were going to say. In fact, if you want to add that little razzle dazzle, do and then ask them if you can get some water. It always works. The next code is to ask them to repeat the question. It even gets better if you're doing an online or virtual interview. This also helps, not just when you've forgotten what you want to say. Some people just rush into answering questions and answer the wrong thing when they didn't even understand what was asked in the first place. Then ask them, do you mean ABC? And then ask if that is what they meant. Number 3, and probably the one I use the most, is to tell a story. This always works. In fact, I always recommend using stories to answer your questions as much as you can. Let's say they ask you, can you tell us an example when you resolved a conflict amongst your team? And all of a sudden you forgot what you wanted to say. You can say, oh, thank you for the question. You see, conflict is something that is inevitable in every organization. In my previous role, there was a conflict amongst my teammates. And the argument was about who would take up a night shift, blah, blah, blah. You tell the story and before you know it, your thoughts will begin to flow again. If you want me to make a detailed video about how to turn your answers into stories on the spot without thinking too much about it, comment story in the comment section and I will make that video. You're welcome.